This is Jeff Bowerman for the Lone Star Conference. Welcome back to Pioneer Week here on the campus of Texas Women's University. And our guest today is Chalese Connors, Director of Athletics for the Pioneers. And Chalese, let's dive right in with giving you an opportunity to talk about the Pioneers' most impressive winning streak. Now, we have success on the court, in the field, in the arena, but over and above that, there's a longer, more impressive streak that I know you like to brag about.
Thank you, Jeff. That's true. Here at Texas Women's University, we truly embrace the Division II philosophy and the Lone Star Conference philosophy of student-athlete, with student being first. And for 56 straight semesters, it's 28 years, we've had a consecutive winning streak of a high GPA of 3.0 or greater amongst all 5 of our teams and all of our student athletes. So when you think about it, we have 85 to 90 student athletes every semester. We do grade checks, we do tutoring, we do all the things you're supposed to do to embrace the education here. That's their whole point, is to get their education. And when we, at the end of the day, at the end of the semester, I can tell you the coaches are not really trying to see who's got the best winning percentage on the court or on the field, like you said. It's who's got the highest GPA. So it's a little battle every semester, and proud to say that our student athletes come through with a 3.0 or better for 28 years.
56 semesters in a row. Let's just slow down and say that together as a group to understand just the true academic success that our student athletes have had. And with that high GPA, that certainly leads into graduating student athletes. And I know our cumulative, our department graduation rate has been extremely high as well.
It is. The recent numbers just came out for the last cohort, and we want to graduate our student athletes. We're graduating them this last group at 77%, which is amazing. It's well above the national average. People know, and especially if we follow the NCAA membership, that student athletes graduate at a higher rate than the general student body. Well, at Texas Women's University, that is true. If you want to compound that, we do have an academic success rate when we get to add the transfers, the kids who are not on scholarship, into that mix, and that's at 89% for a graduation rate. So if you come to Texas Women's University and if you're a student athlete, you're probably going to graduate.
And the Pioneers are not just taking steps forwards in the classroom, also improving competitively-wise, record-wise. The 2009-2010 campaign was one of the most successful yet in the history of this athletic department, with all 5 of our intercollegiate athletic teams qualifying for postseason play. Big year for T-Dub last year.
It was. The Pioneers did a great job. These ladies are so competitive, and they go out every single day. I mean, you've seen them in the gym and on the field practicing, working hard, and when it gets into that competitive venue, they are trying to win, trying to make it into the Lone Star Conference tournament. And all 5 of them did last year. And it's interesting that we have 4 sports that are in the Lone Star, and then we have gymnastics, which is an independent. Well, they also made it into their conference tournament, and then of course we hosted the national championship, so they went to postseason as well. When you get to that 5th sport, which is softball, the pressure's on, because you've had women's soccer and you've had women's volleyball, women's basketball all make it to the conference tournament. Then you got gymnastics hosting the national championship. Okay, softball, what are you going to do? They went to the NCAA South Central Regional Tournament. So there you go. What a statement to make, and we capped off a great year last year.
And certainly that's a pattern that we're looking to build on this year, already out of the gate. Volleyball and soccer having successful seasons, getting ready to crank up basketball, softball, finish fall ball. So things are continuing, like I always try to say, to trend upward. We're raising the bar. Absolutely.
We want to keep that momentum going, and all the coaches want that. And it ebbs and flows. You've got cyclical years, and you've got 4-time conference, all conference kids that graduate and trying to replace those kids. That's what sports is all about. So it's tough out there. I know we've had a couple of bumps in the road, but yes, the goal, the prize is to improve, make it to the conference tournament, and go beyond.
Last question here. Talk a little bit about the facility improvements that the Pioneers have made over the last several years. I know my tenure here on staff, I've been fortunate enough to see great strides made. Softball field, soccer field, Kiddie Arena floor renovation. Certainly money, effort, time, and commitment has been put in our facilities.
Well, I think that's a testament to the administration here on this campus, that they understand that we've got to put good facilities out there if we're going to recruit the best kids and give them a great competitive edge, and put them in a beautiful surrounding where we're going to be able to compete, attract great fans, make it a destination place for the community. Kenny McGee Arena, you mentioned we just put a state-of-the-art floor in. That was a huge plus in improving our basketball, volleyball facility, which is also used as our competition site for gymnastics. The soccer field is brand new. We're only in our third season there. We continue to have plans for improvements to keep adding on. It's a beautiful facility. I think it's one of the best in the conference. We'd like to add lights very soon and make it so we can have some games in the evening, so it's not quite as hot in those August and September soccer games. And then softball, what our coaching staff and our facilities guys have done down at softball, improving the backstop, adding some nice touches to the facility. So really it continues to improve on what our legendary Coach Baker already had built down there to continue to improve it. And again, make it a beautiful destination spot and a very highly visible recruiting tool. You know, you got to give those coaches whatever they can to get those great kids.
And we are certainly trying to do that here at TW. Chalese, thank you for your time this morning. Be sure to join us tomorrow. Pioneer Week continues with an up-close and personal look at Kendra Colson.